Hi, I'm Christian Aine, and I'm the president of the AASA, African American Student Association. Welcome to a special edition of Speak of the Devils, where we will be celebrating Black History Month. Black History Month is an annual celebration of achievements by African Americans and a time for recognizing their central role in U.S. history. Historian Carter G. Woodson started it as a week to study Black history in 1915, and it's been officially recognized as Black History Month since 1976. As a club, we have to celebrate and also commemorate African American individuals that contributed to change in the U.S. Today, you will learn about some of these historical figures that our club members will present. I would like to introduce the club's leaders. We have the two vice presidents in charge of event planning, Christian Katende and Martha Pauline. And then we have William Kanike in charge of communications. We would like to, in this presentation, to talk about some of the historical Black figures in history. First off, we'll have Jesse Owens.
And then we will have Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler, and then we will end off with Bayard Rustin.
Hi, I'm Windsor, and I'm a member of the African American Student Association. I am going to tell you about Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens was a famous African American known for setting a world record in the long jump at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin. He also won 4 gold medals in the 100 and 200 meter dashes that same year. And in 1976, he was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He is a very important figure in Black history because he was one of the greatest African American athletes of all time. He continues to inspire young Black track and field athletes to work hard to accomplish their goals.
Hello, my name is Keza Gachago and I am a junior at BHS. In honor of Black History Month, I will be talking about a Black figure who is not talked about enough. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler was the first Black woman in the United States to receive a medical degree. After graduating from New England Female Medical College in 1864, which later became part of the Boston University School of Medicine, she moved to Virginia and collaborated with the Freedmen's Bureau and other charity and missionary groups to care for freed African Americans. Her patients were mostly impoverished with no access to medical care. The great demands of these patients, as well as the prejudice they suffered from because of their race, prompted an increasing number of African Americans to pursue medical education. Having more Black people in the medical field is so important because we are underrepresented and continue to face discrimination while being cared for. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler teaches us that it is crucial we have more Black faces in healthcare who are suited to treat and understand other Black people.
Hey guys, I'm Adaizsha Michel and I'm a junior here at BHS. I'm here to talk about Bayard Rustin. He was an advisor to Martin Luther King Jr. and was the main organizer of the March on Washington in 1963. He was against racial segregation and a lifelong believer in nonviolence. He was involved in many civil rights organizations. Rustin was a gay man, and this is why he often stayed out of the spotlight in the civil rights movement. He helped organize the March on Washington, which was a political demonstration held in Washington, D.C. in 1963 by civil rights leaders to protest racial discrimination and to show support for a civil rights law in Congress. This was the march where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his speech that came to be known as the I Have a Dream speech, in which he emphasized his faith by that all men someday would be brothers, and his hope that one day his children will live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Martha, would you like to talk more about the club?
Of course. The African American Student Association is a place for students of color and non-students of color to feel comfortable to talk about issues facing people of color in our world today, like racial inequality, the BLM movement, cultural appropriation, and lots more. We want students to have a safe place to hang out with friends, eat snacks, and just feel free. The teachers who help run the club this year are Miss Foyt and Miss Knight. Shout out also to Mr. Chaka. He was a really big help last year and he helped run the club. We believe it is important for students to have a safe place to talk and make friends. Anyone is welcome to come to our meetings, which are every other Tuesday after school. So next Tuesday, come by, eat a snack, and enjoy a meeting. Thank you.
That was lovely, Martha. Christian Katende, would you like to talk about the club as well?
Sure. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to our volunteers for teaching us about all these different leaders. Our club's overall vision is to motivate students of color to connect with each other and also non-students of color in a safe environment where they can also learn from each other's identities and backgrounds, just like we did here today. We really want to see students applauded and admired for their differences. There's great positivity in having a diverse community here at Burlington High School, and we hope to continue building awareness. We hope to see you at one of our meetings.
That was really nice, Christian. William, would you like to conclude?
Yeah, I just want to say I've been in the club for 4 years now, and it's been a really safe space. It's good to connect with your fellow students of color and just have a place where you can feel safe and talk about issues in our community.
True. Yeah.
We will end our Black History Month program today by hearing a performance of the song Beautiful City, composed by Dr. Andre Thomas, which will be performed by Burlington High School's chorus, and a poem performed by our very own Christian Katende.
I would also like to thank Miss Roller in advance for putting aside everything to help prepare the chorus, to help in our presentation.
Black history. It's been years of what felt like an eternity, years of being less than nothing, viewed and treated as disposable. History of brutal pain and horrific struggle. Why? We asked ourselves. Freedom we yearned for, rights we needed, equality we dreamed of, change we wanted. Through this mind and body destructing labor and being pushed around, we pushed further. Our rich, tough, and beautiful skin glistening in the face of society's confident, cruel hatred. Our vigorous hair, a symbolic pride we style diversely in time that we rarely ever got before. Time we rarely got for ourselves. Our icons, divine leaders, who never stopped caring to do what's right, who stood up and spoke up no matter the consequences. For us, their sole purpose, so we could have it easier, so we could still be here and be heard, making what is the now, the present, Black excellence today. Remember where that came from. City aesthetics, radio playing, the loud letters of street art with brave blues and optimistic oranges lit by the street lamp yellows. We can't steal it, but be inspired by and credit the originals. Let us honor them and continue to speak loud, wearing the culture that is unique to us and powerful to us, not just today, not just this month. Nah. We need to know now and always who really came through, who really kept fighting for this long-deserved justice obtained through the prevailing of Black history. Thank you.
Black
Happy
History
Black
Month.
History Month.